What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Across the Board, sponsored by MoneyBall Metrics. You have your normal Wednesday team here today. You have myself, AlphaDog Bets, here with my guy, JD, from Line Movers, and we have Jefe from Jefe Picks, absolutely annihilating that bottle of water. Jefe, over to you. How are you today, brother?
Doing good. It was Thursday. Sorry.
Good for you. Good for you. That's it? You're just doing good? That's all you got? All right, over to JD. How are you today, JD?
Good, man. Yeah, today has definitely been a good day so far. It's definitely been a good week. A little behind the scenes, if y'all can see that. That's why I was cracking up. It's because right when the show was starting, literally Jefe slid into his chair, literally as it was coming on.
Perfect.
I actually thought it was a perfect transition.
I was about to say the timing was perfect there.
In all seriousness, I was standing just right here. I was just waiting for it.
So yeah, man, doing well. How are you?
Oh, living the dream, brother. Living the dream. We have a beautiful baseball slate today. What?
Another just peek behind the curtain. Alpha and I are in a humongous guillotine league.
I just saw that.
That is doing what we call a slow draft. Because it's 17 people deep. That's right. 17 people deep. We started yesterday and we're doing hour-long picks. And then tonight at 8 o'clock, it'll switch really quick to 5-minute picks. And I just got on the clock.
Yep. Who are you taking?
Let's
peel back the curtain.
This is actually really awesome. So everybody knows how Guillotine League works, right? If you don't know, I'll tell. So basically, every week, the lowest scoring team loses, they're out of the league, and their players go into free agency, and then you have the free agency dollars, the FAAB, sorry, and you get to bid on those players, right? So it's literally you're just trying to survive week to week to week here with 17 players and multiple spots. You have to fill in the starting lineup. Your wide receiver 3 might be a legitimate practice squad player in some aspects here. So I started my first pick. I had the 11th pick, Nico Collins. On the way back, I picked up Bucky Irving. I'm thinking I'm going to do this pick right now live. I'm thinking I need to get another running back because I think this comes back to me. Don't, Alpha, get stop. Okay.
No, you should. I just took a running back.
Oh, right. Omarion Hampton. So Alpha's team is Justin Jefferson. He had the 6th pick. Justin Jefferson, Alvin Kamara, Omarion Hampton. I'm a little nervous for that last pick you just made. Rookie guy, you need to last first couple weeks. I hope he gets the fair share of carries over Najee.
Yeah, Najee needs some ramp-up time, though. Hasn't played in the preseason. It's got the old eye issue. I think that's fine right there.
Here are my top options. I mean, obviously wide receivers where it's pushing me to, but I personally think wide receivers deeper than running back, and I can get some wide receivers later. Running backs include James Conner, David Montgomery. That's possible. Isaiah Pacheco, which I am highly thinking about. RJ Harvey and Swift. I won't go past that. JD, over to you. Who do you think I should take?
I would have to go with Montgomery there.
Really?
Parlay Princess saying James Conner.
All right. Let's eliminate. I'm thinking about eliminating RJ Harvey just because he's a rookie and I don't know how well he's going to do first 2 or 3 games, and I got to get through this. But damn, do I really do James Conner right now? I don't know.
I would take James Conner. I took him last night in a similar spot. It wasn't a guillotine league. It was a regular standard league. But in this spot with basically the same names available, I went James Conner.
I just think that he has an easy week 1 versus the Saints. And I have to think about just getting through 2 weeks, basically. David Montgomery, I don't know. Pacheco, don't trust it. All right, guys, we're going James Conner. That's scary. All right, thank you all for doing that with me. Let's get back to the show.
All right. Well, JD, I think it's about that time we do our Tuesday recap. You ready to dive into a little recap?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Jefe, you'll be back on the clock in a minute, too, so we might be able to. Well, I don't know. With this fucking draft, we started at 6 p.m. last night. We're on round 3. So that's how slow it's been taken. But let's go into our Tuesday recap. JD.
Uh-oh. We have a visitor.
Up in the house. In the house. RJ Harvey himself is in the house. JD, how did you do yesterday on the Tuesday recap?
Good, man. It was a small slate for me, but I actually did go 3-1, and also hit all of the larger plays. So it was definitely a nice day for me.
There we
And
go.
also, as far as the show, as far as the best bet there, I did hit that. That was that White Sox game over.
There we go. I pushed on my best bet. The Yankees-Astros game should have been an easy under. Maybe if we didn't have a little – what just happened to Jefe? Maybe if we didn't have a little what was the situation that happened where the catcher tried to tell Framber Valdez to step
That
off
was
the mound?
wild,
He didn't.
dude.
Took him deep. And then Framber Valdez 100% crossed up the catcher. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
That was absolutely intentional, so that was interesting there. Yeah. For me, JD, decent day there. Got the push, unfortunately, but we did hit the Mets. That was a big winner as well. We hit our Blue Jays. That was another win. So happy with how the day played out. Jefe, welcome back. How did you do yesterday?
StreamYard just literally just popped up and said, sorry. The video has ended. Try again.
Welcome back.
Okay. Yesterday, MLB was amazing. We swept the MLB. We hit the Mets for the best bet. We hit the Red Sox on the run line. That was a crazy game. And the Yankees, which we took on the money line, were somehow free.
They were.
MLB was pretty good to read yesterday, which makes me really concerned. Luna does not like the MLB, which makes me really concerned about today because I looked at the lines and they're coming across clear to me, and that never happens 2 days in a row.
Yeah. So we'll have to get into what you have to say in just a little bit. Well, fellas, that's going to do it for the recap. You ready to dive into today's action?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Let's get it, boys. First game we're going to be breaking down today is going to be those New York Metropolitans going back to Detroit and taking on the Tigers. Pitching for your Mets is Clay Holmes. Clay Holmes is 11-6 with a 3.6 ERA, going up against Casey Mize, who's 12-5 with a 3.95 ERA. Jefe. ESPN BPI has this one basically even, has the Mets at about a 49.8 and the Tigers at a 50.2. The betting line basically has it the same. The Mets are currently a minus 115. What do you got?
This don't make no damn sense. I get it. Mets, put together a couple wins in a row. Tigers have a home losing streak, but Casey Mize is better than Clay Holmes. And yesterday, I felt like it was a good Mets spot. I do not feel like this is a good Mets spot today. If anything, I'm looking at an over here because the Mets are mashing. But then when I look at the over 9.5 is juiced at, it's in the plus at plus 115. The under 9.5 is juiced to 135. These numbers are all over the place for this game. This is one that's a flat. I do think the Tigers end up winning this game. I do not have enough balls, honestly, to take either side here.
Yeah, I don't blame you there. I'm actually taking the over. I love that. Dylan, great comment here. Wind blowing in at 14 miles per hour. That doesn't scare me. That the wind's blowing in here. I think both offenses will be able to get off on the other pitcher. Clay Holmes, I talk about him every time he pitches here. I feel like he's continuously gotten worse as the season's gone on. His arm is a little taxed. In his last start, he gave up 5 hits and 4 runs in that game, only having 2 strikeouts. And you see in all of his most recent performances, the games have gone gone over. In his last start against the Marlins on 8/28, the game ended 7-4. The game against Atlanta before that was 9-2. The game before that against Seattle was 7-3. The game before that he started against Atlanta was 13-5. So every game in the last 4 he started has reached that minimum of 9 runs, which is the over here. It's actually reached 10 runs in every single game. So for me, I am going to be taking the over 9. Definitely think we're going to see a ton of runs in this one. JD, back over to you. What do you got?
Yeah, I was trying to pull up the weather here. It's not blowing straight in, but it is kind of blowing in. But anyway, for this game here, as far as Casey Mize, I want to isolate him. Ever since the All-Star break, I've talked about Casey Mize time and time again. He has not looked right. Something has been off. And as far as in his numbers, you can definitely see that now. He is continually giving up a bunch of hits, giving up a bunch of runs. I believe he's given up at least 3 earned runs in 4 of his last 5 starts. his past 3 starts, he's given up 4, 3, and 5 earned. He's been giving up a bunch of hits during that time also, so he actually could have given up more. Just like Jefe said, the Mets are mashing the ball right now. If you look at just their past 5 games, they've scored 12, 10. Then they had the one game versus Miami where they scored 1 run. But the games before that, they scored 8 and then 19 runs. I want to take the Mets. I want their lineup. I want them versus Casey Mize. And we were getting this team total at the Mets full game team total over 4.5 at plus money. So that's where I'm going here. I actually like this in at plus 114. Let me see where it is now for everybody, but it still should be at least a little bit of plus money. It's not. Okay, well, that was the good thing about actually like locking this in last night because I got over 4.5 at plus 114. It is now over 4.5. You can still get a minus 110 at actually DraftKings. And I think that's still fine.
There we go. So the boys like runs in this game. Let's see a ton of them here. All right, let's keep moving. Next game we're breaking down today is going to be the Seattle Mariners going back to Tampa, taking on the Rays. The Rays had a big win last night. Pitching for the Mariners is George Kirby. George Kirby's 8-6 with a 3.94 ERA and a 1.16 WHIP. On the other side is Adrian Hauser. He's 7-4 with a 2.85 ERA. Remember, guys, they're playing in a minor league stadium here. They're playing in Tampa. So we could expect runs here. I don't like to take too many unders when you look at these games in Tampa. So we have an 8.5 total. Mariners are favored at a minus 145 on the money line. JD, let's start with you. What do you like in this one?
Yeah, this is another one where I am going to specifically target one guy, and that is Adrian Hauser. As far as on the surface, it looks like he's been pitching great. He has an actual ERA of 2.85 with a WHIP of 1.33. As far as his ERA, as far as his career ERA is over 4. So you see that that he's pitching much better than what he has been. But if you look at his numbers deeper, he has an expected ERA of actually over 4. So there's been a lot of luck with actually him getting through. The Rays have been playing good ball. They're on a nice little win streak here. The Mariners are trying not to get swept. So as far as their lineup today, they're going to be rolling out all of the big guns.
Yep.
So I'm definitely not worried about that. So what I'm doing here is going to target Hauser in the first 5, even the Mariners' first 5, team total over 2.5. And I got that at plus 105.
Let's see some early runs in this one. I do like the Mariners here. It's not an official play for me. It did not make my official card. The Mariners have been bad as of late. There's no other way to put it. But in this spot, I do think they get some runs off Hauser, and I do think the Mariners should win the game. I'm just not willing to take them at the minus 145. So for me, it's no play, but I do have a lean on the Mariners. They should be able to get the win here. Jefe, over to you. What do you got in this one?
Yeah, it's a Mariners play. Rays actually have the longest win streak in the MLB. 5 wins in a row, 8-2 in their last 10. Mariners, 1-4 in their last 5, trying to avoid a sweep here. Numbers say it's a Seattle play. It's too easy to take the Rays here on that very sexy plus 120, especially when they have 5 wins in a row. So I definitely think it's a sharp play here as Mariners side.
I would agree with you. I do think the Mariners get it done. All right, fellas, you ready to move on to our third game of the day? We're absolutely flying today, back in the MLB groove.
Definitely.
Let's get it, boys. Third game we're breaking out today is going to be the Philadelphia Phillies going into Milwaukee and taking on JD's Brewers. Pitching for your Philadelphia Phillies is Aaron Nola. Boy, has he been a gas can this year. Aaron Nola is 3-7 with a 6.5 ERA and a 1.5 WHIP. On the other side, former Met Jose Quintana, 10-5 on the year, 3.69 ERA and a 1.29 WHIP. JD, in this game, we all know the storylines. The Phillies, tough team to back on the road. They're a 500 ball club at home, on the road. They're 35-35 this season as a road ball club. The Brewers, 45-25, 20 games above 500 at home. Best home team in baseball. So, this one's a pretty close line. The Brewers are only a minus 115 favorite. Who are we taking? JD, we're starting with you.
Yeah, this is Bruce in the chat. He just asked for it, and I am and I'm going to give it to him right now. I'm actually going to play the over 9 here. I have this number well off. Way off. As far as actually Aaron Nola goes, Alpha, you were just talking about it this season. I mean, he has just not looked good. My man has an ERA of 6.47, which is just wild to think about. And then has a WHIP of 1.5. As far as far as an ERA, we like think of Nola as like in actually more like a 3 range.
Yep.
And he's way up in the 6. Like this, it's just so weird, man. But yeah, he is just simply getting hit. And as far as this Brewers team, as far as their lineup, I do think that they will do well here. Then as far as the other side, we have Jose Quintana. His overall numbers don't really look that bad. Thing with him is he can definitely get hit.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as this Phillies lineup is one of those lineups that I think that can get to him.
I agree.
This is one of those numbers where, as far as the model goes, we always talk about how whenever I have it, a full run off, those are big plays. Well, I have this at over a run and a half off.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. I am nowhere near this number here. It looks like as far as the hitting weather is also going to be nice tonight. So, yeah, give me the over 9 here.
I'm in the same boat as you. I'm on the over here. I think we see a ton of runs. Nola's been a gas can, as we said. You can get the over 9 at a minus 112 odds. That's exactly what I'm playing. I think we see runs on both sides here, and I think this one goes over rather early in the ball game. Jefe, kicking it over to you. What do you got?
I like your guys' approach on the over. I really do. I think that's indicative of how this game is probably going to go. I'll go the other way. I'll take a side here, and I'll roll with the Phillies. The Brewers had to have some regression at some point. And I think you're kind of seeing that little tiny bit right now. And I think it'll continue through this week. And, they'll be just, 500 team. And then hopefully they'll be able to ramp it up back to when they were crushing it as September goes on. But right now, I think you're seeing the opposite side of the Phillies. Took care of business against a Braves team. Coming in here to Milwaukee. Taking the first game of this series. Now having Nola, who, yes, is a gas can this year. But in this spot, I think both teams could put up runs and will. I just think Phillies at the end of the day will put up more. Phillies on the money line.
There we go. Phillies on the money line. There we go.
In this game here, I feel like if you like the Phillies, I feel like you have to like the over.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's going to be, I think if the Phillies win, this one's going to be extremely high scoring. So let's see the Phillies get it done for Jefe, and let's see some runs for JD and myself. All right, boys, we only have one more pre-scheduled game, so today's one of those days where we have room for you guys to drop some comments of games in there. Drop a couple games you guys want us to break down. We're happy to cover any games you guys want. We have plenty of time today to make sure we get that done. But before that, our last pre-selected game of the day is going to be the New York Yankees going back to Houston, taking on those Astros, and boy, the Yankees had a big performance last night. Well, I don't know if it was completely the Yankees. They did put up a good amount of runs. They had 7 runs in the game. But Max Fried is looking like early season Max Fried, the guy the Yankees paid all that money for to be an ace this year, pitched like an ace last night. He was truly fantastic, going 7 innings. In this one tonight, we have Will Warren going for the Yankees. He's 8-6 with a 4.3 ERA. Pitching for the Astros is Jason Alexander, a guy who absolutely dominated the Yankees in the last meeting that they saw each other. Alexander pitched in the last series that was in the Bronx, and he absolutely shut down that Yankees offensive lineup. All that being said, Alexander's coming in 4-1 on the year, 4.6 ERA, 1.37 WHIP. The Yankees bats are hot. The Astros bats are dead. The best way to put it, the Astros bats have done absolutely nothing over the last few games. JD, we've been starting with you a lot today. We're going to keep it going with you. We got the Yanks. We got the Astros. Who do you like in this spot?
This is a game I currently do not have a play on. This line to me is very interesting. With actually, just like you said, with how well the Yankees bats have actually been going and how cold the Astros have been. As far as actually Will Warren here, I guess for me, this whole play would come down do you trust him on the road here? I think that's what this completely comes down to. But for me, like the Yankees would be the only way I could possibly lean here. As far as price, I do have it priced like about right. So I'm not seeing a big edge. But yeah, man, the Yankees would be the only way I could lean.
One thing I want to add for you guys, one little alpha nugget here. Jason Alexander has started 9 games since joining the Astros. He was previously with the Athletics. How many of those games do you think the Astros have won? He has started 9 games for them. Give me a guess, JD. Give me any guess. Without looking, you're cheating right now. I could tell.
I'm not. Hands up.
9 games.
He started 9?
9.
1.
They've won 1 of them that he started.
Yeah.
The opposite. They've won 8 of the 9 games that he
Really?
started. They've only lost 1 game since he's joined this team. That was back on July 24th against his former team in the Athletics. And he's beaten some quality opponents. He's beaten some bad teams as well, but 18-1 win over the Dodgers, 7-1 win over the Yankees, 2 wins over the Orioles, a win over the Rockies, a win over the Marlins, and a win over the Nationals. And then another win over the Athletics. So absolutely crazy. They've won so many games with him on the bump. All that being said now, does that make you a little nervous, JD, with how well they've done with Alexander on the bump?
No. For me, that would change. No, that would change. Nothing at all here.
Jefe, over to you. What do you like in this one?
Scary, but I'm going with the Yankees. Yankees, favorites on the road again, the second time in a row in Houston. That's not right. But if you start really digging into it, the Astros bats are not in the lineup as of recent. 1-3 in their last 4 games, and those 3 losses, guys, combined 2 scored runs. Yankees did it by the home run yesterday, 2 by Jazz, grand slam by Trent Grisham. And I mean, even though I do not believe that is how you win games in the postseason, I say in the postseason, I think you can 100% win games in these situations by just mashing home runs and not playing quote-unquote small ball. They obviously need a good outing out of Warren, and I think they can get that. Give me the Yankees on the money line. It's just, we say this over and over and over and over again. Baseball is a game of streaks.
I'm not going to say who. Somebody just messaged me and said they can't stop staring at the giant Chex Mix piece behind Jefe, and that was funny. So I do have to put that out there. Somebody did just – why are people always commenting on what Jefe's doing? That's a big Chex Mix. That's a big Chex Mix.
It's funny.
Yeah, we'll not say who. One of our regulars said, yo, do you think it looks like a piece of Chex Mix behind Jefe? I'm trying to do the show here. Stop distracting me.
First of all, it's yarn. Second of all, tell that person, have they ever seen art? Obviously not. Second of all, I'm in an office. Nice office, nice white couch.
Don't go any lower. For the love of God, don't go any lower. No. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see any lower of you. But yes, Jefe's in the Jefe Dome. So if you're out there, he's in the Jefe Dome.
It's honestly super disrespectful. It's a really expensive piece of art.
Yeah, Footy Chancellor, don't be such a dick.
Yeah,
Footy.
I also have no idea how expensive it is, nor did I buy it, nor do I have any more into it. Obviously.
There we go.
What was the question?
What's your official bet on the Yankees Astros? You said you're rolling with the Yankees, and you were going over
right
one.
now, it's a mega, ginormous. I'm wagering that thing on the Yankees.
Hey, right? David, big news. We're all excited about it. We're all very excited about it. Jefe's out of the normal closet. He's been
David,
now
don't get so excited, buddy.
He's in the Bold Chex Mix Studios now. That's what we're going to be calling it going forward. For me on this game, I don't think there's any way in hell you could take the Yankees. They've been dog shit against good teams all year. They got a big win last night. A very, very big win with their ace Max Fried on the bump. They haven't strung together multiple wins against good teams all year long. I do not think that starts now, unfortunately. Am I taking the Astros with Jason Alexander? I'm not taking them either. One thing I would like to take here is the under, but I'm a little hesitant on it. So, JD, I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about potentially under 9? Because I'm thinking about taking it. Jason Alexander did a phenomenal job against the Yankees in the Bronx. He saw this team. But on the counter to that, the boys in the Bronx already saw Jason Alexander, and historically, you do better against a pitcher the second time you see them rather than the first time you're exposed to that pitcher. They've seen him. So what do you think about the under here? Because I'm a little torn on if I want to take it or not.
Let me pull it up here. As far as the game goes, I really don't have much of an opinion. As far as the model, actually leans towards the over. So,
Okay.
This is a game that, as far as side and total, I honestly just want no
Yeah.
part of.
I'm probably going to have no play on this when we get closer to game time. I have not done my full VIP card yet, so we'll see. I will dive a little bit more into it as the day goes on. But as of now, it's going to be a no play for me, guys. I think there's a ton of better options on the board today. And let's dive into a couple of those better options. We've had a couple suggestions from Parlay Prince. First one that he has suggested is going to be, let me first take this game off so I don't confuse anybody, and then let me put Parlay Prince's comment on the screen so people know what the hell we're talking about. We're going to go into the Red Sox game. Red Sox are hosting the Gardos tonight. Hefe, big Terry McLaurin just went in the fantasy draft if you were curious. Pitching.
That's what my disgust was.
Yeah. Pitching for the Cleveland Guardians is Joey Cantillo. Mr. Cantillo is 3-3 with a 3.93 ERA and a 1.4 whip. On the other side is Brendan Bernardino, one of the better names of pitchers in the league. It's fun to say. Brennan Bernardino. Too bad he's a Red Sox. Unfortunate there. He's 4-2 on the year with a 3.08 ERA. Red Sox coming in as a massive -150 favorite. Red Sox also coming in with a big win last night. However, they did allow 7 runs on Garrett Crochet Day. Very unlike Garrett Crochet Day there. Guardians have lost 3 straight. One of them to Seattle, and then the first 2 against Boston in this series. Hefe, we haven't really started with you many times today. We got the Red Sox. We got the Gardos. What do you like in this one?
I was looking at this game earlier when I was just going through the slate because I was on the Red Sox yesterday, and obviously it was over in terms of the Red Sox winning, and then it was over in terms of the Red Sox winning, having any chance to win on the run line, and then out of nowhere they dropped 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th.
Yep.
So the bats are hot for both teams. Yesterday was good pitchers. Today, am I right to understand we're just doing some openers? We're looking like a bullpen game.
Let's double check here.
Brendan Bernardino has 17 saves on the year.
Cantillo is not an opener. He's gone 5 innings the last 4 starts there. Bernardino, however, is absolutely an opener.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Yeah. With that being said, thinking the over is kind of where I'm looking at here. It's plus 110 at over 9.5. Very interesting to see if I can get that at a better number with maybe a little bit of juice. I would be more than willing to do that. I don't love the 9.5 as much as I would love a 9 or 8.5 would be really great. But that's what I'm leaning. I do think runs will be scored by both teams here. I don't know enough about Bernardino to know how he's going to match up, how many innings is this guy even going to get. And Guardians have not been playing well at all lately, and not well at all against the Red Sox. And then they've played 5 games, and Sox have taken 4 of them.
Yep. I'm going to be taking the Sox here, guys. There's no other way about it. The line's creeping down towards a -140. You can currently get it to -143. That's exactly what I'm going to play here. I do think the Red Sox will have a big performance. They're in the thick of the playoff race right now, guys. They are right there with the Yankees. They are right there with the Blue Jays. The AL East is actually wide open right now. With the way the schedules are playing out, everything is wide open in the AL for the wild card and for the division for this team. The Guardians are dead. There's no other way to put it. They're dead in the water. They're 10 games behind the Red Sox here. I don't see them making a push. And we all know that the Guardians really don't have the best roster right now. Their best pitcher, out for a gambling suspension. Some of their better players were traded. This team kind of gutted themselves as well. So they're really weak overall as a unit. They've had guys outplay what they are, but they're coming back down to earth a little bit right now. And they may be a team I fade for the remainder of the season, to be completely honest with you. I'm not sure how many more wins this Guardians team has in them. But for me, I'm definitely going to be taking the Red Sox on the money line at a -142. I think they're going to have a big performance here, and I think it will be one of our easier wins of the day. It's definitely going to be a best bet for me. We've had a lot of comments on this game, guys. Let's bring them up. David, I see your comments about Herbert. We have the Herbert game coming up. I believe on Friday we're doing that one. That's the Friday football game, if I'm not mistaken. So stay tuned. We're going to cover everything in terms of props and lines on the NFL games in the upcoming shows. Gabe Colombo is asking us, do we like the over 8.5? Fellas, I think this one goes over. What do you think? Jefe?
Yeah, that's what I'd like. I want to know what number that's at.
He's having it at an 8.5. He's saying I have it at a 9 -118. So if you're playing 8.5, it's probably an alt. What book did you have it at 8.5? Because at FanDuel, it's definitely not a good one.
No.
Nick Fleming out for gambling suspension. One of us. Yes, sir. Yes,
Who's
sir. Who's Nick Fleming? That is a comment. He's somebody who put it in the chat. One of our viewers, Nick Fleming, is saying that Emmanuel Classe is one of us because he has been suspended for the gambling investigation. For some reason, I can't find Nick's comment and can't put it up here. It's not at the top where the hidden ones are.
As far as actually Nick goes,
there it is.
He is actually in our Discord. He is our hockey capper. He's the best hockey capper I've ever seen. No one even I think is close to him.
Nice.
And then also as far as actually CFL, he's also a big CFL guy. So.
Oh wow!
Are you Canadian? You must a hockey guy
No,
who bets the CFL.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I need one of those in my life.
He is not.
Okay, an American Canadian. Well, Nick, we appreciate you as always, brother. I know who you are, so don't worry. Patty's here as well. Patty, where's the dog of the day? Drop it in here for us. We would love to see that. All right. What other games do people? Oh, I already tweeted out the next game, so I know what one we're doing. And that's going to be the Blue Jays game. So let me cue that one up so I can go over the pitching and the game details for everyone. So bear with me just one moment. By the way, JD, what'd you think of the Raffy Devers pimp job, fight jobs, ejection job that we saw last night as I'm stalling to get this game up?
It's just always good, like to see a nice fight every now and then.
I agree, especially when it's not your team. I was enjoying not being a fan of either team, and I was like, "Go ahead, boys, go off."
Yep, exactly. Like I said, those two teams, I'm not really like in actually too actually deep with either of them.
Right.
So yeah, for me, it really was just like it's like we're getting towards the end of the season now, and it's just kind of fun to see those.
100%. All right, well, let's go over this Blue Jays-Reds game, boys. Pitching for the Jays is going to be Shane Bieber, former Cy Young Award winner. I almost called him Cy Bieber, kind of pivoted there. I don't know what I was doing. He's 1-1 on the year with a 2.3 ERA and a 0.62 whip. Let me refresh you guys. He's only pitched in 11 innings, so it's not a big sample size, but he's looked fantastic in those 11 innings. Pitching for your Chicago. Oh, it's Cincinnati. I said Chicago, but I got an update that Andrew Thomas is playing for the Giants this weekend. The news we were waiting for. Back to baseball. I apologize. Andrew Thomas, New York Giants, blindside tackle, will be playing this weekend. Big. Fuck you, Jefe. You keep saying Giants getting blown off. Giants winning by 90. Okay, pitching for the Reds. Shut up. No, you're a Bills fan. Absolutely not.
Didn't say it.
They did. I have
proof. I said they're going to lose. They are. They're going to lose. Giants are not going to win on Sunday. They're not. They're going to lose. I didn't say they're going to be blown out. Honestly, the numbers reverse moving. It's moving closer to the Giants, which I don't understand why. Let it keep moving. That's fine. I don't take the freaking Commanders.
Yeah, okay, dude. JD and I are on the Giants money line. We'll see you guys later. I only speak for me and JD, so don't worry about that. JD never said that, but I'm assuming he's smart and taking the Giants on the money line, so don't hold that against him. Pitching for the Cincinnati Reds is Zach Little. Mr. Little is 9-8 on the year, 3.63 ERA, 1.12 whip. Blue Jays are coming in at a minus 160. JD, you know I don't like to play over a minus 150 on the money line. However, you do know that I do a daily money line parlay, and minus 160 is right in the range for one of the legs I like to have in my parlay. So I'm going to intro it like that. Maybe everyone can kind of get where I may go with this one. But JD, over to you. We got the Blue Jays. We got the Cincinnati Reds. Who are you taking?
Yeah, this was kind of an interesting game. As far as the Blue Jays, that's the side that I was wanting to play here. The price for me is just a little bit too high. So if you are using it as an actual parlay piece, that's something I definitely do not mind. I will say one of my friends who uses those systems, whatever the SDQL,
SDQL, yes, sir.
Yeah, whatever that stuff is. This is apparently an over spot. I forgot what all of the little things were. This was apparently a great over spot, but just by looking at the numbers and by who was on the mound, I just don't see it, man. What is the total sitting at right now?
Let me pull it back up. Total's currently sitting at 8.5, but it's minus 127 on the over, so it's expensive to take the over.
Yeah, it seems like everybody is on the over here. And just by my numbers and everything, I just can't get there. So for me, yeah, it's definitely a Blue Jays play. But like I said, for me, I actually just got priced out.
Right. Jefe, you see that idiot took another fucking wide receiver? Let me
No way.
Yeah. JD, I got to break this down to you. It's a
No
17-man guillotine, league, right?
way.
Like we explained. We're in round 4.
I gotta get off. I gotta get off the
running
video. I
back.
gotta make a phone call. This guy's lost his mind.
He doesn't have a single running back, and the best running back available is DeAndre Swift and then Tony Pollard. He doesn't have any. So I had to put that out there. Absolutely wild. What a bozo. I hope you're watching the show, buddy, because you're a bozo. An absolute bozo. Over to this game. I love the Jays on the parlay, guys. I'll tell you exactly who I'm taking them with. I am taking the Jays with the Dodgers over the Pirates. I'm sorry, Footy. I know you're watching today, but you got Ashcraft on the bump for your Pirates. They have Ohtani going for the Dodgers, and I think the Dodgers have a bounce-back performance after that disaster of yesterday's game. The parlay currently comes at a plus 160. So I think there's a ton of value there. Yet again, my parlay of the day, Toronto Blue Jays on the money line, LA Dodgers on the money line, plus 160. JD, what do you think of the parlay?
Definitely like that. But that price, I'm kind of surprised that actually you can get that much.
Me too. I looked at it earlier and said, geez, I love that one. Great comment by Footy. Let's see if that's accurate. Do we trust Footy's his stats he puts in here? Let's put him to the test.
All right.
I'm going to click the Pirates here. They are 3-2 over the last 5. So you're telling me they're 14-4? Let's see here. No. Maybe. Let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They're actually like 8-2 in their last 10, so they might be
16, 17, 18. No, they're not what he says. They have in their last 18 games, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses. So not quite as good as you're saying, Footy. It's not 14-4. It's more like 11-7. But we get your point. But I'm glad we called you out, and I'm so happy that number was off. Fuck you, Footy. Stop dropping fake stats about your bullshit Pittsburgh fandom that aren't accurate. They are 11-7, however, so the Pirates have been very good over their last 18 games. All right, boys. That was all the games we planned on. Any others you guys want to talk about? It's only 12:41. I mean, JD, you want to talk about the weather? Do you want to talk about what you're having for lunch? Maybe why you're going to be betting the Giants on the money line in week 1 over the Commies? There's plenty of things we could talk about. Or should we save the Giants Commies thing for Friday?
I do want people to do. Tomorrow is going to be our college football show. So we college football, we kind of have to condense, most of those big games all into one show. So whatever games y'all want us to see tomorrow, drop them in the chat now.
Yeah, drop them in the chat now.
And actually we can try to go over those.
Connie's dropped a couple games. We'll do one more game for you, Connie. We'll do that Padres-Orioles game because the Padres were a disaster last night for anybody who took them. This will be our final breakdown of the day. Then we're going to get into our best bets that are powered by who, JD?
By Funded Stake.
By Funded Stake, baby. Let's get it. First, we're going into the Orioles taking on the Padres in San Diego. Pitching for those Orioles is Maury Povich. Maury Povich is 2-7 on the year with a 5.04 ERA and a 1.43 whip. On the other side, nasty Nestor Cortez, 2-3 on the year with a 5.06 ERA. JD, we got 2 lefties on the bump today for both teams that can't seem to keep other teams off the scoreboard. I'm going to start with you. Padres are a massive minus 165 favorite. Very tough to take straight here. Are you potentially looking at the Padres minus 1.5? The Orioles had a big win yesterday, but the Orioles have been terrible over the last 15 games. I believe they are somewhere on the realm of 4 wins and 11 losses. They just have not been playing good ball in the last 15. Padres, however, are losers of 4 or 5s themselves, losers of 3 consecutive games. So who's going to win this one? JD, we got to start with you, brother.
Yeah, man, this is another one of those games that I want absolutely nothing to do with. I think as far as this is priced well, as far as the Padres should be favored here. I have them in the minus 155 range. So as far as the market goes, I mean, like they're on the same page here. It would be Padres or either actually pass, but once again, this was a game that I was just priced out of.
J-Bo, do the thing, but it's not like the normal thing. Do the opposite of our thing. So like the opposite of our thing. Jefe, what do you got?
I like the Padres here. It's just
Jefe's like, what game are we doing? I'm so sorry. I'm inside the fantasy draft.
I mean, yeah, the guillotine draft's taking over my life, taking over my day. Also, full disclosure, I'm doing my girlfriend's company draft at 6:00, pretending to be her. So that's going to be fun. Hope nobody from our company's watching. I won't refrain from telling anybody who she works for what she does.
Shout out BA. Shout out BA.
Yeah, shout out BA. And so I got a lot of things going on right now. But that doesn't mean that I have not had the time, the brain power, and the stats to prove that today's a Padres play. And honestly, it's looking like it could be a nice little al dente sprinkle into a money line parlay. You might figure out. Oh, sorry, that wasn't today. Yeah, got it. It's probably a Padres play, to be honest with you. Cortez been pitching well. You're about to see my cat come through the camera. She's waiting. She's in. There we go. But I like the Padres here. I don't love the run line, though. It's a little bit just weird. I don't like taking plus money run lines. Plus 125, it's just never worth the squeeze. I rather the Padres in the MLP with maybe even the Red Sox. If you really want to get crazy with it, there is a game very late tonight where the San Francisco Giants are playing the minor league team that plays out of Colorado. That's an easy add to a money line parlay. And that might be where I'm leaning for a little Giants Padres West Coast parlay action.
There we go. Little West Coast parlay action. I love it. Footy screaming at me in the DMs telling him I'm wrong. I'm right. 11-7. I'm on the over-rover. J-Bo. 8.5 minus 102 on the over. We're going to see runs here, and we're going to see runs aplenty. This is one of my favorite bets of the day. Glad someone put this in the chat. All over the over 8.5. Let's see a ton of runs in this game. JD, anything you want to add on this game before we get into a little best bets action?
No, as far as the over, though, I can definitely see that one.
David with one of his famous stats that the Pittsburgh Pirates lead the league on Wednesdays. They are 15-5 on Wednesdays. Footy, why didn't you drop that fun stat in there, an accurate one? And I'm not going back and counting that. I'm telling you right now, I am not going back. Question for Jefe from the chat. Don't look in the chat because maybe no one ever said it, but does the cat ever go for the Chex Mix? Like, how can you just leave it out like that?
She does. She loves climbing up that.
Very good. Very good. She likes to eat Chex Mix. Very good. All right.
Gnawing on my hand right now. Gnawing on it.
Oh my God! Look at the eyes on that.
I say that face on that
cat. Maybe because you keep fucking doing that. What if just pretend? What if JD was that cat? What a lucky person JD would be. All right, that's enough cat business for the day. We're getting into some dog business. We're getting to a little best bets business.
Oh, I saw what you did. I was like, nice. I like that. Wow. It would have been crazy if you brought out a dog.
I'm right here, baby. I'm right fucking here. Best bets for today, Wednesday. Chex-Mex Wednesday from the Jefe Studios, September 3rd. JD, best bets isn't just you. It isn't just me. It isn't just Jefe. But we're proudly sponsored by Funded Steak. JD, I'll let you do the clicking, but let's tell the people a little bit about Funded Steak.
Let's do it.
FundedStake.io, the ultimate platform for sports traders looking to unlock their potential without risking their own money. We're here to help you transform your sports betting skills into a profitable and sustainable business. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Funded Stake gives you the tools and capital to scale your success. Here's how it works. 1. Choose your account. Pick an account size that fits your needs, starting from $1,000 all the way up to $50,000. Your journey starts here. 2. Take the challenge. Hit the profit target while sticking to our risk management rules. For example, with a $10,000 account, aim for $3,300 in profit, place a minimum of 25 sports bets, and maintain the required daily and total loss limits. 3. Get funded. Once you pass the challenge, we'll provide the capital for you to trade. You can keep up to 80% of your profits while we take on all the financial risks. At FundedStake.io, you'll benefit from a fully personalized dashboard where you can monitor your trades, track your challenge progress, and place real-time bets on all major sports leagues. Our platform is built for transparency, ease of use, and performance. With FundedStake.io, you can focus on winning and scaling your success while we cover the risks. No financial stress, just growth and profits. FundedStake.io. Bet smarter, scale faster, win bigger.
Boom. You guys learned everything you needed to there, but in case you didn't pay attention, I am here to tell you guys that Funded Stake is a fantastic company that allows you to go through a challenge. And if you pass their challenge, you get funded to gamble on your bets, and you keep a portion of the returns. JD, I ask you this every day, but what is better than gambling with someone else's money?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. I'm with you 1,000%. And that's the opportunity that Funded Stakes gives you. JD, what's the promo code that they need to access a pretty sweet discount on their first challenge?
To get 20% off of your challenge, use code MBM20. That one's
MBM20.
That will get you 20% off your challenge. If you're on YouTube, we have a link right down here below us. And if you're on X, the link is in different posts there, or either actually you can DM us, and we will be happy to get that to you.
100%. And guys, we've already had people in our Discord. We have a whole channel about it where people can talk about their Funded Stake challenges, help each other win. And I know someone in the Discord right now is 7-0. They were messaging me last night about it. So take advantage, get in and win with the Discord. See if you guys can pass that challenge. We're here to help you as well. No risk really besides the initial fee to trying to do this. So check it out. Give it a shot. Like we say, there's nothing better than gambling with someone else's money. And David, I see your comment here. The AI guy is a little creepy for you. Let me tell you something. That's not an AI guy. That's JD's twin brother, Derek. So don't be insulting Derek on this show. Connie.
DJ. Twin brother's name should have been DJ.
Oh, yeah, that's his nickname. It's Derek John. Connie put in some college football games. We see them. Thank you very much, Connie. That'll go over to our, what's the right name for the person? Producer. There we go. Producer. Couldn't think for a second. All right. JD. Best bets time. Let's show the people how easy it is to put our bets into Funded Stake, and let's go over how we're doing and put in today's winners.
Well, yeah, first to go over yesterday, Jefe did have the Mets. That was a nice, easy 12-5 win here. You see that ticket we had there. Then I had the over in the Twins and White Sox game. That was another nice, easy winner for us. And then Alpha, because he line shopped and got the best number, got the push here. Which is very key because I know a lot of people lost on that play because they got the 7.5.
Yep.
So
which,
today,
by the way, fucking Jazz Chisholm had to hit his second homer, end of the game there in the bottom of the 8th inning. He really had to do us like that. He really couldn't let us cover this by 1. I guess it's okay, but we'll take the push.
Yeah, for sure. And guys, as you can see over here on the left, it's every league and sport you could possibly think of. As far as Funded Stake, they have it all. And you can also live bet, which is another really cool thing. But today, I believe we're all going to a little MLB.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I think I'm going to go first.
Okay, what do you got?
Let's go to this Brewers and Phillies game.
Damn, I was also going to say the over. Now I got to use a different one.
This is one of my biggest edges of the day, if not actually the largest one. Scroll down here, runs at the bottom. So we're going to go with the over 9 at -114. Guys, I have a big edge on this, like I said, so I'm going to go a little bit larger on this one.
Oh my god!
Going to risk 2,500. And it is placed.
There we go.
Alpha, are you going to be in this game also, or are you going somewhere else?
I was going to do the over there, but I don't want us to put that much risk on it because I know you're going big on it. Give me the Maury Povich Orioles and the Nestor Cortez Padres over 8.5. It should be juiced on the under, so we should get to pretty good value there.
Sorry, okay, you wanted the under at what number?
The over.
Sorry, the over.
8.5. Yep, -103.
-103.
What's just curious, just humor me. What's the flat 8 at?
-123.
Now you're putting me in a little pickle, JD.
I actually like the over 8.
So do I. Take the 8.
The 8 at that juice makes more sense than the than actually the 20 cents less. Like for that 20 cents, there's actually better value on the over 8.
I agree. Couldn't agree more. That's why I wanted to see it once it was at a minus 103. I said, wait a second. If it's only a 20 center, let's do it. And it's exactly it. Let's take the over 8.
And that is placed. All right. I got Jefe. Where are you going?
Between two. Thinking about making it easy. Or do I not want to make it easy? Yeah, Yankees on the money line, guys. I gotta stick with my gut here. I do think the Yanks actually do come in here and get this one done.
I like hearing JD type in the numbers. Gets me kind of pumped up when I can hear him putting the money in there in the bet amount.
That was also placed, guys. So we're going to go over here to my bets, and we're going to go through them all one more time for you. We got the Yankees on the money line, minus 126 here. Do have the Padres and the Orioles over 8 flat at minus 123. Then we went with the Brewers and Phillies over 9 at minus 114. That's my biggest edge of the day, and Alpha also really likes that. So we did put a little bit extra on that play.
Mustard.
A little extra mustard on the hot dog there. Speaking of hot dogs, Jefe, we had a visitor today. We had the cat in the house. We just had another sleeper pick. I got to stop talking about it because nobody cares. Jefe, I'm seeing you tomorrow night. We got opening day. That cat when it's on. Okay. Well, I'm seeing you tomorrow. We got opening day coming, and tomorrow's going to be an absolutely massive show for the people. Oh, my God, the cat's biting your finger. I hope you're safe. Please let the people know how excited you are for tomorrow's slate.
Tomorrow's slate. Well, first of all, Eagles Cowboys. I'm gonna let it out right now. I already got 2 picks that I don't like. I'm not adored with them. I don't have lust for them. I'm not sleeping with them. I'm in love with them. In love. 2 picks already. I'm not gonna say another word. But then we also have a nice MLB slate. But I am so excited for the NFL to start tomorrow.
Me too. Should I give people my favorite pick in the Eagles game right now? See who's still here. Little test. DM me if you're still here. And see if you guys got to play. Eagles team total over. Hammer. They're going to drop in the high 30s against the Cowboys tomorrow. I'm sorry, JD. They're going to embarrass that defense, in my opinion. Eagles team total over is my favorite bet of week 1. Not tomorrow, of week 1. So if you're still here, that's why you stay to the end. Sometimes you get a little free nugget that we're not going to tell anyone I gave you on today's show.
I'm also going to just let this slip out. You definitely need to tune into tomorrow's show for our breakdown of this game, because we may not all be on the same side here.
Oh, 100%. I got props as well. We got things we're doing. We got games we're playing.
Oh, I have a feeling that I'm going to be on the same side as JD.
You guys are on the Cowboys money line. Good luck. Good fucking luck. Gentlemen, it's been a fantastic show. We still have 1,600 people rocking with us. We appreciate you guys. Even for a baseball slate, we weren't sure if everyone was still dialed into baseball, but clearly you degenerate mofos are still dialed into baseball, and we absolutely love it because we are as well. Jefe, coming to you live from the Chex Mix Studios. Say goodbye to the people, and then kick it over to JD to do the thing on the thing.
Peace out, everybody. See you tomorrow where we get to break down.
What was that, bro? What was this little K-pop move? Like, you did, like, come on. JD.
K-pop.
Do what you do.
Very hot. Kids love it.
So does David Honig. David Honig, if I had to pick one person, David Honig, massive K-pop guy. Massive.
I saw something earlier, and I didn't know what it meant, so maybe y'all can help me. It said K-pop demon hunter or something. What the hell is K-pop?
K-pop is Korean pop music.
Pop music.
Oh,
it's like Korean NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. It's like boy bands.
Okay.
You've seen them. Don't act like you haven't.
But I'm gonna tell you right now,
what's this Labubu shit? That's what I don't know. What's the
click
Labubu?
on any link that is sent from K-pop demon.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. That dog in my hallway is going nuts.
Yeah,
right
click on a link. And what is a Labubu? I don't know.
What is a Labubu? I've seen that everywhere.
It's
And
like
the girl,
it's just like a stuffed Teletubby. But I think what honestly it is the fact that they come in clothes. So when you open it, some are worth money, some aren't. I don't know.
Is that like the Beanie Babies for today's kids, but they're like demon things?
What my 19-year-old little brother's telling me, this is the things that I've learned from TikTok. We should do a segment every week. Things that we've learned from TikTok as 30-year-olds.
Wait till we break down the Labubu episode. JD will break all of his out of the closet. I don't know what they are. This girl I'm talking to told me she wants me to buy her one. I don't even know what the fuck it is. It better be cheap. That's all I'm going to say.
Well,
all right.
Not cheap.
Good, very good. Can't wait to look at that. I'm not buying a stupid fucking $500 fucking thing. JD, the show's getting off the rails. Do what you're doing. Get us the fuck out of here.
It is.
Or else we're going to be buying Labubus live on Amazon on stream.
Right.
You do that?
Going off the rails very quickly. Just another thing, guys. It's football time. Time is here. Get into VIP. All of us here have our own VIP. Join them. As far as the NBM VIP, you get a bunch of cappers there. And actually remember, when you get access to that, you get access to me and all of us, but you can go in and ask me about any game, and I will give you my numbers and break down for any game that you want. So remember to take advantage of that. But yeah, guys, it was a fun show. Patty's picks, Gooder sunglasses. No, these are Costas. Yeah, going really off the rails here again.
Love it.
JD actually in the Discord is going to start giving out Labubus this week, so that's going to be the contest.
Oh, Labubu! Let me Google this. How much do before we end? How much do you guys think a Labubu thing is?
Actually, we should do a pick'em contest, and the gift is a Labubu.
These things are dumb expensive.
Oh no, I told you they're crazy.
A keychain's fucking $60 of this stupid angry Teletubby. No, we're not doing this. Labubus are dead to us. We're never talking about them again. JD, do what you do and get me the fuck out of here. Jefe's got to eat that big Chex Mix for lunch.
All right, guys, fun show. Yeah, remember, guys, tomorrow is college football plus that one NFL game. Friday is our first full NFL show. Do not miss it. It's going to be a fun one.
We're going through every single game on both sides, all half.
We're not.
And then wait, guys, I'm tweeting right after. Wait till you hear the write-up that Alpha has on the Panthers game. It's going to be record-setting.
Oh, yeah, record-setting. JD, say the thing you do to get us the fuck out of here, because I still haven't heard you say the thing.
Yeah, fun show. There's only one thing left to do. Let's fucking win, guys.
Let's fucking win. Labubus are dead on this network. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Jefe, final words are yours. What are you going to say?
We should do a Survivor poll.
Goodbye, everybody.